So the preliminaries almost dispensed with. The team news as follows. For Ray, any part in the campaign ahead following the knee injury sustained against Arsenal. Thibaut Courtois. And so to Simeone's selection for Atletico, the ear of Juan Fuso and Renan Lodi are asked to keep the tradition going in a new, acceptable levels of humidity. I know there's a huge heat wave going on back home, but this should not inconvenience these players. Superstars on both sides. The first ever. It was shifted right to Diego Costa. And Atletico have scored within 43 seconds here. Talk about being caught cold in the heat. Real Madrid nowhere, and Atletico lead 1-0.
Well, that's it. They lost the challenge on the halfway line now. You talk about Diego Simeone. His teams are so fired up, and we've been chatting about it before the game kicked off. They're fired up. They want to win this game. The animosity, the hatred between the two clubs. You'll see that later on. And I'm going to mention, obviously, Sergio Ramos, who's been sent off 19 times in the Liga, 24 times in total. That looks like it takes a deflection. I think the shot from Costa was deflected. Top, he's onside.
It's another race for Ramos to get back onside. Such a poor touch.
Ramos, he gets sent off in the game, and he hasn't had a particularly good tournament so far for me.
Hello. Tentative little prod at the ball by Vinicius Junior.
I think he was trying to control it, but might have been better just trying to guide it towards goal. It had a bit of a point for this man as well. He only got 6 goals last season in the 15-16 games.
Vinicius Junior, one who hopes will profit from the departure of Bale, and it's beautifully worked to Odriozola. There were times last season when one suspected that Zinedine Zidane
scoring goals now. Look at this.
Saul has got it. And it's 2. And João Felix weighs in with a goal for his new club. A fabulous start to his Atletico Madrid career. There's one thing to score in that famous jersey, but to do it against the famous all-white makes it all right indeed.
Well, that's a dream start for João Felix. He's come into the box. He had a great season last year, particularly the second half for Benfica. And Sal gets to the byline, too easy for me, cuts it back. Oh, there's 3 or 4 white shirts. They're not picking anybody up. And it's all...
Vinicius Junior, Jovic is well picked up at the moment, and there was no...
And they know the Real Madrid players inside out. I just think the shape of the Atletico Madrid team and players is...
Obviously a concern going forward. Real Madrid know...
And he's coming to a big club now.
But what about the understanding between these two boys down the left? This is a very promising development, even this early, for Atletico, with just looking like a natural understanding between Lamar and...
Shell shock and hit that young man. He must be in cloud 9 at the
his arms by his side. It's nicely done by Costa. Brilliantly done. And it's 3. Oh, it's fantastic. They can't stop themselves from scoring. Correa's in this time.
Oh, what a goal.
Costa so very and Courtois beaten again.
Well, I did say to you, when this young boy comes on, Angel Correa, he is a flying machine. He's got great technique. He knows the back of the net.
Get onto a very big stage. Some roughhouse treatment for João Felix, who's going through some of his party tricks here.
Ramos coming out from the back. Again, João Felix coming in field to try and find that space in behind Kroos. Kroos had a little...
Turned out to get Atletico through. He's picked up that ball again off Modric, and it's 4. It's Diego Costa again, and Real Madrid are being ripped limb from limb here.
Well, he made the second goal, Sal, by winning the ball back in midfield. He does exactly the same thing again. Brilliant understanding from the midfield player. Doesn't commit a foul, he wins the ball, and from that moment on there was always trouble for Real Madrid, and he pokes it into Diego Costa, who actually looks into one corner and then plays it into the other. Ramos with a poor pass, chipping it with great height. It's easy for the midfield player, he's always going to win that against.
For the season, Kroos plays this ball in, and Benzema's involved straight away. Koke plays this one in, and Sergio Ramos with a curious looking clearance.
He obviously got no information from his goalkeeper. He was running back towards his goal. They're holding a ridiculously high line for that free kick.
Touch.
It's a penalty. Costa down the middle.
Straight down the middle. He opens his body up slightly, but Diego Costa.
Honestly, hardly anyone can believe this.
Well, I would say they've created at least 9 or 10 chances, and he's clever.
There may well be wholesale changes at Atletico Madrid. Diego Costa has got a hat-trick, and Atletico are in dreamland here. 36. Real Madrid a distant third with 68 and likely to go 6 behind in this game. They are 6 behind.
Navas. But what about the defence again? He's got a touch, and it's through the legs of Nacho. In this form. And he times his run perfectly through the legs of the defender, and he dinks it over there.
For Atletico Madrid, the assist by João Felix, as he was doing at Benfica.
On his form, he is on cloud 9. Honestly, every time he gets the ball, he looks like he's going to score.
Here's Marcelo. Still alive here. Modric won it back. Benzema goes for it.
Savage.
Eden Hazard. That's a bit more like it from Hazard, and they get one back. Real Madrid. The last touch might have been by Nacho.
Hits the left heel of Nacho. I don't know if he knows too much about it, but it hits him on the
Madrid jersey. Here it is, and he gets away from Correa.
Shows great determination. The ball in the net, and it was good play from Eden Hazard. That's a really positive attacking role he's shown there. Park, which is great to see, and De La Fuente's coming on, and Kubo is coming on. I'm looking forward to seeing Kubo.
It always does here, and people need to put their arms down.
And now watch the challenge coming back from Diego Costa.
Carvajal actually took the first hit, and he didn't like it much. A couple of people down.
Yeah, but he's got red.
We're going to go with red. There's a man he can be to confront. Gareth Bale trying to inbound transfer for a player who just gives you everything every week. This is a fabulous run forward, and it's an even better finish.
No, don't they? But look at this run. Really strong, penetrating run, past one. Keeps going. Then he's going to come inside here, and he shows good body strength coming in on his right foot, and that's a great finish. Corner.
Dare I say, Jerry, one of the forgotten men.
One of the best goals of the night for me.
A little glimpse of his undoubted talent. He was a star at Sevilla. Atletico paid a lot of money for him, but so far he's not fired at all at Atletico.
It's Vitolo who's a sub, who's only been on, what, 3 or 4 minutes, and he's a class player. He's a left-sided midfield player, but he's come all the way. He's run a good fit.
Kieran Trippier, Carlos Munoz, Obero, Lucas Vazquez. Rodrigo's cross was...
Well, could this be the last game he plays for Real Madrid? He's trying to get in, he gets the header, doesn't head it downward though. He should have done better for me. Sanabria should have done better in terms of stopping him.
Last few years when they're being shown up so badly here.
Oh my goodness. Everything went right.
Full of performance out of Vitolo, and he's beginning to look like the player we saw at Sevilla.
He is. Here's a good run.
Is there to be a swan song for Gareth Bale? Concede again. He does concede again.
Herrera, he gets across him, and he was Real Madrid's top. That's some penalty, isn't it? Goal scorer last season with 21 goals.
In by Vazquez. Black sharp stop. It's still alive for Real Madrid. Vazquez, deflection on the cross, all along the goal line and turned in.
From De La Fuente, does it cross the line? Oh, it doesn't.
I'm not sure.
Gareth Bale on the end of it, heading it downwards. And, well, De La Fuente gets the header there and hits the post. I'm not sure that crosses the line.
I don't think it did, Jerry.
From Kubo, from the edge of the box, was fantastic.
And right on 90 minutes, the referee calls it off. Nobody's going to be fooled by what we saw in the last 10 minutes here when Real Madrid did get the ball in the net on a couple of occasions. For the preceding 85 minutes or more, they have been given a lesson.